Hi, my name is Betty from Houston. I have lost 20 pounds. I've gone down 2 dress sizes.
I do not mind investing money in quality programs. So I came with an attitude, this has quality, but I want it to work. All the way I had that attitude, and it truly did.
Hi, I'm Ginger from Friendswood. What I like best is calming down and not being like, if something doesn't go right in my life, to instead of blowing everything out of proportion and going and just getting yourself into a frenzy, grabbing a bag of chips or grabbing ice cream or something, is learning how to say, calm down, calm down. And I like the way my clothes fit. They're starting to fit better, so I like the way my clothes fit.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm from Lake City. This is my 3rd visit with Julie, and we're working on some of my issues with perfectionism, binge eating, my addiction to my scale. And although I didn't see my addiction with my scale unhealthy, I've realized over the last week when I stepped on the scale that there's a huge correlation between my scale and my mood and my binge eating.
This is week 4 of the program for me, and I've been noticing some body changes. Coming here is a high spot in my week. When I came in today, Julie and I got into the room, and I turned around and I held my hand out to her and I said, "Look, see?" And she said, "That's lovely. What am I looking at?" I said, "I'm wearing my wedding ring."
Hi, my name is Carolyn from Friendswood. I have been visiting Julie for approximately 4 sessions now, and my results are amazing. I am totally shocked at one of my biggest concerns in losing weight, my addiction to Diet Coke, and how I would probably go through about 8 Diet Cokes a day. I could not live without it, and amazingly, I do not have any desire to drink Diet Coke anymore.
Hi, I'm Steve from Houston, and after my first week of being in the hypnosis therapy, I've learned to appreciate food a lot better. For example, the banana. The banana is a gift from God. And every time I eat it now, I take a look at it and I go, wow, this is cool. And I take a slow bite and I just love it because it just tastes so good. I used to just munch it down so fast. In San Antonio, we call it woofing it down. I used to woof down everything I had. But now I just chew it very slowly and I enjoy every bite.
I'm Lydia from Friendswood, Texas, and I've been coming to Southeast Hypnosis for 5 weeks and for weight loss, and I have lost 10 pounds. Hypnosis is fun if you've never tried it before, and easy. I really recommend it.
I came here to control anxiety and help myself lose weight. I used to do certain things, eating and other things, to try to control my anxiety, and this week I didn't, and I feel like a new person.
My blood pressure has gotten back in 2 months to a very healthy level.
This entire hypnotism program is based on your health and your mental attitude, and it works.
I mean, who wouldn't like when your clothes start fitting a little bit better? So those are the 2 things that I've noticed. The big thing is being able to calm and sleep. When you're fat, you don't sleep. When I was over 200 pounds, I couldn't roll over in the bed. So when you can't roll over in the bed, it wakes you up at night. Now I don't wake up at night because I roll over and I don't have to take my belly and roll with me.
I typically binge eat out of boredom. And I usually don't start out the day with the intention. I go to the gym. I'm very motivated. I come home. If I run out of things to do, I go to the cabinet, think I'll get a healthy snack. I usually have a healthy snack followed by a ton of unhealthy snacks, and then it just kind of goes from there. But over the past weekend, as I was doing that, about my 12th piece of chocolate, I noticed how bad my mood had gotten.
It's amazing because the amount of food on my plate was probably a quarter of what I usually would put on it. I didn't really think about it. It wasn't an effort. There was no struggle. I just took what I wanted and ate it and enjoyed every bite. And I think I realized that I can have pasta whenever I want, and I can enjoy it thoroughly. And I don't have to eat the entire package. I'm enjoying this program.
I have lost, I would say, total maybe about 10, 12 inches throughout my body, approximately 6 inches off my hips in just about 3 weeks.
I didn't know if I believed in hypnosis or not. And I thought hypnosis was you go under a unconscious or subconscious spell or something, and you wake up and boom, all of a sudden you would have a suggestion like, I don't want to eat this anymore. I want to eat this now. Or if I got a craving for this, all of a sudden there'd be something in my subconscious that would say, no, don't eat that. Eat this instead. But there are these thoughts running through my mind all the time now. This eat thin, live thin, be thin, drink lots of water. I have all these W's. I have a list of W's. I'm a very organized guy, so my W's are walk, work out, drink lots of water, and watch what you eat. So,
but I know that I have been slowly and with good measure losing weight because I have had to go in and buy new shorts in a size smaller than I was when I first started here. My old ones were getting springy at the waist. They were elastic, and now I'm afraid they would start slipping.
I know I'm a lot more relaxed. I'm sleeping better. I enjoy exercising.
2 months. That's it. Through healthy eating, through exercising that I chose. I chose swimming because that's something I really love doing. And that can happen to you. Through the techniques here, you choose what you want to do.
But I had no idea that hypnotism would be so easy.
There is no dieting, and to lose 12 pounds in 5 weeks and I don't think I've eaten one diet food in the entire time. I'm at 3 meals a day, exercise, drinking water, and not doing anything different. The one thing that I did do all my life is that when I was growing up, we were not real rich. We were poor. So when Mom put food on the table, you ate as fast as you could and as much as you could until that last piece of chicken or that last pork chop was taken off the plate. And as much as you could get in your body, that's what our dinner consisted of. And I never knew how to eat slow. In fact, I went out to dinner last night with some friends of mine, and my meal came first. And they got scared thinking, oh, we're not going to get to eat because Ginger's going to be done and ready to go. But then they realized they were all finished before I even finished half of mine. So it was a big change, and everyone notices the change of just eating slower, enjoying your food, chewing it, tasting it, instead of just cramming it in, thinking that your body needs all that. So that's been the big thing that's changed for me.
Julie did a technique with me to kind of break that relationship between binge eating and my mood and boredom. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens next week. My name's Crystal. I'm from Lake City. It's been about 4 days since we did the technique to stop my binge eating. And I've noticed I was able to go out to lunch, have dessert, only had a couple of bites of dessert, shared it with a couple other girls. And I went about my day, eating healthy the rest of the day, which is almost never happens. It was really easy. I never really thought about it. I just, I had lunch, I went home, put some workout clothes on, went to the gym. The rest of the day was fine.
Between session 3 and 7, some of the differences I've noticed is that I'm not having to think about things all the time. I'm not having to go back and reacquaint myself with my goals every day. It's becoming normal for me to think about what's going into my mouth and how much. And I don't even think anymore about taking small bites, putting the fork down between bites. It's amazing to me that it's just sort of become second nature.
Best thing I like about this so far is it's not any work at all. It's just an amazing thing. I have tried every diet in the book. I have eaten all sorts of type of food, taken all different type of diet pills, drinks, shakes, and nothing has worked the way this has worked. It's not any work at all. I just do it.
If you're worried about the cost, think about this. Food costs a lot. Medical costs are high. A guy my age is going to, if he continues to eat the way he does, is going to have heart problems. And eventually he may have to have surgery. It is worth it. I mean, if you don't do something now, you're going to have to do something later. It's going to be more painful and more expensive later on down the road. So do it for yourself now.
Here, I am more relaxed in general, and I have started working on the piles. I've been a clutterer for 25 years, probably. And I've been doing better about working on my piles instead of putting it off and reading a magazine or other books. It's helped me slowly get better at cleaning up the junk and the stuff that I kept as a barrier in my own home.
Things that I used to see as a chore or making myself do things, I don't have to do that anymore.
The tapes that you bring home with you, and you want to, and it's a very healthy way of accomplishing the goals that you have set out for yourself.
This program also helped me emotionally. As I said, that tension with ex-in-laws had me on edge. Well, my concentration on exercise, sweating, and exerting all of that positive energy let those people just drift from my mind.
I was 208 pounds when I started, and now I'm at 196 pounds. I'm under 200 for the first time, and I feel really good.
Yes, I really suggest the techniques that Julie suggests when it comes to binge eating, the addiction to the scales. I know I don't look like I'm overweight, but I have the same problems that everybody else has when it comes to controlling what I eat and staying off the scale.
Hi, I'm Judy from Friendswood. This is session 7 for me. I had a wonderful surprise today. I got up and got dressed, went to work, and I just kind of grabbed some pants out of my closet and put them on. And the first thing I noticed was that I can get both hands in the pockets. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, I could only put one hand in the pocket, and I kind of had to help over here. And then when I got to work, one of the ladies I work with walked up behind me, and she said, "You know, there's room in the back end of those pants for me, too." And it was the most wonderful feeling I've had, and I don't know when. Yeah, it's marvelous experience.
When I left the session after the very first time, and I had a Diet Coke sitting in my car, and it was ice cold, it was in my little cooler, and I didn't want it.
It's Steve again. It's 2 weeks later, and here's what's going on. All my clothes don't fit anymore. I'm down to the last belt loop. I gotta start making holes in my belt, I guess, or go to my smaller clothes, which I thank God I kept in the closet, because I knew someday this would all disappear.
Hypnosis is actually fun. It is very relaxing, and absolutely nothing goes into your mind but that what you want to go into your mind. And the women who work on this hypnosis are very well trained. They're very honest. They have high integrity, and it is not harmful in any way. I would really recommend it again for anyone who would like to try hypnosis. Go ahead, you'll enjoy it.
I have gained 13 pounds, but I keep it under control because I drank 14 diet drinks a day, and this curtails my appetite. She said, "You know, I'm not really too concerned about a woman who is trying to stay in her size 2s to keep from blossoming into size 4s, but I am seriously concerned about your addiction to diet drinks. My doctor says, well, you're injuring your kidneys. And my dentist says, you are destroying the enamel on your teeth. I no longer have a serious condition.
You're going to have people out there that are going to say, oh, I tried that and it didn't work, and I tried that and it didn't work. If you like the way that you think and you like having someone that can calm you down and can put you on the right track, then this is a program for you.
I sleep better. That's one of the first things I noticed, was that I'm really sleeping. And the second thing I've noticed is that I have an amazing commitment to exercise. So much so that I have my alarm set at 10 till 4. And I get out of bed every morning and I start my morning with a 50-minute walk on my treadmill now.
That to me was my clencher that, oh my gosh, this is really going to work. Doing this program would be twice what I have paid for it. In my mind, it would be definitely worth it.
I don't eat to celebrate. I don't eat for entertainment. I eat when I'm hungry and I eat till I'm full. I eat 3 times a day. My portions are small. I drink water like I could drain a lake. It's just falling off of me, right and left, top and bottom, and I am amazed.
I actually went to my doctor's office yesterday, and I got on the scale for the first time since I started this program. It's a brand new doctor, and the scales were different from the previous doctor, but looks like 15 pounds, which is kind of wonderful. One of the things I'm noticing is that I had quite a bit of weight right through here, and I can actually feel bone there. I think there's a chin under there somewhere. Clothes are not as tight in the waist. I'm losing inches through the hips, and I'm sorry to say I haven't stopped long enough to measure. But, the clothes are so much looser, I think I'm going to have to retire some of them pretty soon. And I may have a celebration and do a bonfire in the backyard. Yeah. Okay.
I really don't like to have needles, so I was concerned over the dentist. I was playing with my children and pushing them on the floor and cracked my front tooth. So I knew I would have to go to the dentist, and I wasn't looking forward to it. And someone had mentioned to me about hypnosis, to take away the fear. So when I went to the dentist that day, I told him I didn't need the needle. I didn't need the gas, and I was willing for him to just go ahead and do the work. And he just raised his eyebrows, and he went ahead and did the work that he had to do. And when it was all done, he said to me, I am just curious. You come in the other day, panicky about having a needle, and he said, you went through this now. I'm just curious, what changed your mind? So I told him I was hypnotized, and he said, I don't believe in it. And I said, well, I'm glad that I didn't tell you, because you might have taken away my suggestion. I wouldn't have liked that. So since that point, he started using hypnosis in his office. Again, got in touch with the hypnotist and told him to please relax me. I was concerned over the baby. And he relaxed me and told me that I would be completely relaxed in the autumn. And I could still remember the suggestion, but instead of tightening up the way you normally do, that I would be completely relaxed and this child would be delivered and there would be no problems. I would feel no pain. And so I went along with it. And sure enough, I delivered a 10-pound, 2-foot tall, with a size 2 shoe child. And the doctor pinched me on the cheek and he said, I want you to know, he said, this child could have walked here. And from that point on, he also started using hypnosis in his office.